What is oud, or Agarwood? This very expensive type of wood comes in many names, but it is mainly known as oud in both the East and West, and it is considered one of the most expensive perfume ingredients in the world. For our purpose in this video, we're going to discuss it in perfumery. Let me tell you guys a bit about oud and its natural source. So Agarwood comes from the genus family of trees called the Aquilaria family. And it is a predominantly found family in the Southeastern Asia regions in the world, where it's been harvested for centuries now for different purposes such as medicinal reasons, religious reasons, and of course in perfumery. Why is it so expensive? For an Aquilaria tree to produce Agarwood, it initially starts off as a pale bark in its tree trunk, which doesn't have a smell, it's not particularly highly valued, but through infection through either parasites or bacteria, the tree produces its own sap to protect itself, which is the Agarwood that eventually spreads throughout the tree trunk over many years. It takes a long time to spread, and this Agarwood is labor intensive to carve out from the tree trunks, which usually requires chopping down the trees and by hand carving out this Agarwood, which is the dark part of the bark, and it gives this very rich, intense, woody, musky, sort of barnyard-like, animalic-like, and also sweet aroma. If you ever smelled real oud, you can recognize it in an instant. It has one of the most complex, interesting, multifaceted scent profiles you'll ever smell, and it's understandable why it's such in high demand. Once the oud is carved out from the tree, depending on what grade it is, the higher the grade, the more expensive it becomes, going up to tens of thousands of dollars per kilogram. And this price tag has hiked up by at least 2,000% over the last few decades due to an increase in demand, whilst at the same time a constant decrease in supply. Unfortunately, due to this industry, the Aquilaria plants are becoming critically endangered and have been recognized as such. The best oud in the world comes from a complex process that takes many years. The best oud comes from the oldest trees with the darkest resins. The first grade oud has the darkest bark that has the highest concentration of essential oil in it, hence why it's so highly priced. You can get a variety of ouds in perfumery. You get fragrances like Frank Olivier's Oud Touch, which is not even listed as a note in its note breakdown, but you get synthetic replications of oud. So fragrances like Versace Oud Noir, I suspect, is a synthetic oud. That makes the process of creating the fragrance a lot cheaper, much cheaper, but it doesn't really come that close to the natural stuff, because from what I've read, it is extremely difficult to isolate the chemical compounds found in oud itself into the lab, because it's extremely expensive to do. So the natural stuff is still considered the best, and the natural stuff you'll find in more expensive perfumes, usually like Xerjoff's Alexandria 2 or Amouage Interlude Man. As I said, oud should have a complexity, a sort of dirtiness to it, a radiance, and should be extremely long lasting. It's one of the longest lasting base notes in perfumery out there. Did this video help you out, guys? Did it help you learn more about oud and what it is and why it's so expensive? If you have any thoughts about oud and how it's been naturally exploited over the last few decades, let us know. Do you think we should go to more synthetic alternatives from now on? Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.